Bethany's the winner. Get used to it, buddy. All right. Ben, that means you're up first. How are you feeling about that?
It was a double-headed coin. Bethany, when we first met, we were both so young and directionless. We didn't yet know who we were or where life would take us. But together, we've grown, learned, and found our way. Every step has shaped us not just as individuals, but as partners.
These two met at the most romantic hotspot in the southeastern suburbs, Vermont South Macca's. They were enthusiastic McDonald's employees, and while their shifts rarely overlapped, fleeting glimpses put this stunner on Ben's radar. But it was a whopping 2 years until anything evolved between them. Ben worked up the courage to message Bethany, asking her to cover a shift. They got chatting. Crushes developed, and after a few weeks of getting to know each other, they locked in a date. Ben had mentioned that one of his favourite spots was Sky High, so they grabbed some dinner, then headed up to the hills to watch the night sky, and it's safe to say it went very well, as it was there that they shared their first kiss.
On the 23rd of April 2017 at 6:30 p.m, I received a very excited text. Quote, Ben and I ended up going to see a movie and then got ice cream and then went to his place and sat for a bit, and he asked me out, immediately followed by, oh, I also hit the water main when I parked my car when I got home, and my family is pissed off. Without skipping a beat, she then texted me saying, quote, Ben has abs. Have I mentioned that?
What you been doing? What you gonna say? How you gonna feel?
When Bethany was a little girl, her mama used to say, who's the most beautiful girl in the world? And Bethany would throw both of her hands in the air and say,
Go. We don't let nobody.
Bethany and I first met when we were 13. It was the first week of year 7, a fresh start, and then across the classroom, this girl walked up to me and introduced herself. From that day on, we did everything together.
So Ben and Bethany, as you heard earlier, met 8 years ago. We have watched their relationship grow to the point today where they committed themselves to each other for the rest of their lives.
Shining like gold.
We've all been patient, waiting for this day. And it's taken a lot of patience.
No misunderstanding. Oh, you know it's true. Everything.
They certainly don't rush anything, do they?
Get set, get going. Coming in hot like a stolen. No sweat, we told it. We gonna shine like we're golden. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get yourself up out the door. Get set, get going. We don't let nobody tell us what to do. Nothing more to say.
Some have asked if I am sad that Ben is getting married. You know, leaving home and all of those sort of things. And I always reply, no. I am so happy. He is doing what he wants to do and marrying a very lovely girl, Bethany.
Started scrolling, family lunches, all the holidays we'd been on. Argentina, Peru, Bali, Japan, Spain, Brazil, So many memories. Once I got through the phone, I went into our family photo albums. This bloke's pill was always there. And he's been such a huge part of my life. And just last night I was talking to Mum and she said, in your speech tomorrow, make sure you say how special he is to us, because I see him like my third son.
Bethany and I have shared some special times. From weekly visits when she was very young, to the bakery for a beer stick, to our love for nature and adventure, to rocking out with Queen, Guns N' Roses, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and now Ben likes techno. It took a little while to get to know this young guy from Macca's. When Ben arrived early for dinner one day, and Bethany was not home from work, he surprised us by asking for our blessing to ask Bethany to marry him. My instant reaction was to jump off the couch and throw my arms around him in a big hug. Something changed. Ben is definitely a welcome part of our family. They were going to Brazil for a wedding where all of Ben's family were going to be present and he was going to propose. And he showed us the ring. Yeah, beautiful. And he told us what he was planning to do. Thank you, Ben. It meant a lot to us.
Proposing was the easiest decision that Ben has ever made, and it all happened in April of last year when they were in Rio. They were advised to visit a gorgeous spot to enjoy the sunset or sunrise. And as they were soaking up the moment, Ben told Bethany she was his favourite person. Then, with ring in hand and on one knee, he asked the woman of his dreams if she would marry him. Not surprisingly, there were happy tears, followed by a big yes.
As a father, I will never stop loving and protecting Bethany. However, it's wonderful that I can now share that privilege with another, and that Bethany now has double the protection. Thank you, Ben, for the deep love you have for Bethany.
You've given me more than love. You've given me hope when I doubted, purpose when I wandered, wisdom when I faltered, strength when I was weak, clarity when I was clouded, understanding when I was stubborn, and perspective when I was blind. Being loved by you makes me feel seen, heard, and free to fully be myself with no judgment, only acceptance. And yet, I still keep falling in love with you, not only for who you are, but for how you inspire me to be better.
From our very first date, you've been so consistently respectful and considerate. You show your love in the small things, whether that's bringing home flowers, carrying me when my feet are sore, or simply making me feel like a princess. Thank you for always finding ways to make me laugh until my cheeks hurt.
I choose you every single day because our love doesn't weigh us down. It lifts us, builds us higher. That's what makes it lasting. That's what makes me want to marry you.